Yes, sir. Come on now. Oh man, what is that? Nothing. That's me in the mirror. Okay, we live. You know who it is. You know what it is. It's yours truly. It's Bernie the Boxer, man. Let's kick this thing off something like this. I said something like every time. Jesus. Why? It's Bernie the Boxer. And yes, we here again. Come on. It's Bernie the Boxer, blocking the gossip, ready to lock and load. Let the truth be told. So check this episode. Hitting you with the hard facts. Fall back. Park beside your living room. For the sake of reason and views. No job, no gossip. From Bernie the Boxer. Come on. Yeah. You gotta eat, sleep, breathe this to understand. Get your news from the not these fools about who could be who doing what in the sport. Never felt the pain from the rain. Yeah. Just agree to log on. No job, no gossip. From Bernie the Boxer. Yeah, you know it. It's Bernie the Boxer. I'm gonna to the Bernie the Boxer podcast show about what's going on. Yeah. Hey. Okay, that riff was something else, boy. Shout out to my boy Steve Penn for that with that wonderful introduction song. Like I say, it's true to form. And you know who it is, you know what it is. It's yours truly. It's Bernie the Boxer. I say, did you miss me? Tuto, you hear me? I say, did you miss me? Yeah, man. Okay, like I say, you know. It is what it is. We talking boxing. I usually go on a Tuesday, a Thursday, or a Sunday. But, you know, things ain't always come out as planned. So, like I said, you know, had to come on a Monday, had to come say something. Man, I've been saying the lead up. You know, we had the big fight this weekend. We're going to cover that. You seen my title. You seen all the news coming out about that. And let's talk about it. Let's talk about both of them. You understand? So, let's say first, let me get in. Appreciate everybody in the chat, man. Mr. Perfect G, man. Mr. Gumbo, West Back, ha, Peter Fresh Gabar, Chadwick Hill, your boy Mambo. You understand? Your boy Mambo. All right. Well, why is that? There you go. Who else I got in here? Who else I got in here? I don't know what's that doing. Why is that doing that? Why is that not doing that? All right. Okay. Anyway, I don't know what I be doing with this computer. I be messing up. So listen, like I say, who I got? Alan Faze out in there. I got Tony 10 times. You understand? I got Malik Bowers over there. Like I said, I got my boy, your boy Mambo. Drives me nuts. All right. Okay. Your boy Mambo, appreciate you again. MD Mills, yes, sir. Okay. Devillian, yeah, man. Raphael, 32 says, make me a moderator, man. Don't know what Tatis, but I will find out. Okay. All right, so listen, man, we had epic, boxing, like I say, you never can tell with boxing. It was a super exciting this weekend. Everybody was pegged to see Devin Haney, a coronation almost, something like, to stamp his approval, to make his case known to the big dogs, who is was Tank, Tio, Matias, You know, this was his this was gonna be the fight. You know, he was fighting a young guy in Ryan Garcia, a fast guy, a hard punching guy. And not seen as viewed as a top guy as far as skill wise, but carried all those things that I just mentioned. And again, young. He just coming off. Devin just coming off his career best win, I believe, performance. Let me say that against Regis Prograis. Who was not a real beat up fighter, but a veteran fighter who hadn't been active in recent times. And, that was it. An older fighter, a smaller fighter, and a slower fighter. And Devin made a good work of him and looked good, And so, like I say, but this was a different challenge coming up against a Ryan Garcia, again, who been in the big moments already before. Been being groomed. He's been groomed. He's definitely outspoken type of guy who has no shame or any chill in him. And so you had a lot with this guy. It was different dynamics going on. Regis didn't say much in his lead up. Nobody really says much, but Ryan was very vocal throughout the build up of the fight, and he came out the first round swinging. And which was, I think, was a great strategy. He said, either you're gonna knock me out, I'm gonna knock you out. And he came out and put Devin Haney on notice, and backed him up, and he ended up winning the fight. Super shocking, super shocking. And like I say, I just did an interview with Mill City, and like I said, I can show you the group chat. We always group chat when the fights, we're not together, but we are watching the fights at the same time. Like I say, nephew hit me up. He said, I got Ryan winning. I said, man, I got an eerie feeling. I had an eerie feeling because it's just like nobody gave him a chance. Everybody, every podcast, every commentator, everybody believed that this guy was going to get blowed out. Probably not knocked out, but whitewash. Devin was just going to overtake him with his skill and everything else that he has coming into the ring, and his fundamentals and different things like that. He was just going to make Ryan look like an amateur, but it was totally mismatched. It was totally, it was different. It didn't go that way. Didn't go that way at all. Things I'm telling you, boy, they say never put your eggs in all in one basket. That's what Miz told me. I lost in the silver gloves for man. I'm telling you. Mia said, never put your eggs all in one basket, man. Hurt my heart. But it's true. Nothing is a for sure thing. Ain't nothing for certain. Nothing in this life, I want to read that. I got a Bible verse that said that. It said, each day, nothing is for certain in this life. Nothing. So, but again, and when it's something like that, it's you got this only you can't lose. Everybody else is against them. You put up $5, you still come up because the odds were so tremendous, against that kid. But he did come out on top. We thought we was gonna get rid of him, but he's here for right now. Hopefully he can get it together. Him and Tio, they crazy. What was he start talking about after that? He has God. What is he talking about? God, did you think? What is you talking about, bro? Just stay normal, bro. Just stay normal. You won the fight now. All the antics is over with. You ain't got to do none of that shit no more. Just keep it cool now. I won the fight. Devin was a decent fighter. I was better. Blah, blah. Talk your shit and go on to the next, man. Don't start talking in riddles and dumbass shit and just making a fool of yourself. He almost started. But they reeled him in. I didn't watch him in the press conference or nothing like that. But, so again, shout out to Ryan Garcia. He won the fight. He come out. Everybody thought was going to get rid of him. Now he's in the mix for whatever, But I still put him as an underdog. Yes. Still put him in the underdog against Matias, against Tio, against Shakur. Definitely don't need a rematch for Tank. They've been saying about Tank. Nah. I think that Pitbull Cruz I'll still favor Pitbull Cruz in that fight as well. And again, Tank, that don't need to be rehashed. I think, Tank definitely a trap setter, and Ryan prone to fall into that. Again, I don't think he can do no better. But like I say, it was tremendous victory for him, and set the boxing world on fire, so to speak, in let me say, in wonder, in awe, in surprise. You know what I mean? I don't think that, like I say, I'm still not that high on the kid, far as him being an all-time great or being really. Nah, I ain't really no big fan of the kid. I ain't gonna lie. I don't really want to watch him. But he was fighting Devin. I wanted to see how Devin do. I was really with Devin. I really want to see Devin do it, man. But he got beat, man. So, oh man, it's just never know with boxing, man. And it looked like it was a sellout crowd. Looked like it was a turnout crowd. Despite different rumors of uh, that the tickets wasn't selling or whatever. They got it. Looked like they got it together, going good, and the house was packed. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know how many buys were bought, but I know how many tuned in. It was a lot. You understand? So they might not even pay because everybody don't want to pay, but they showed up, did tune in to watch it. That's what counts. You understand? So to say, can you put the masses? Yes, and definitely the world was watching. So I think it was a success. The undercard was terrible, though. Undercard was terrible, but the main event more than made up for it because it was a shocking outcome, and you never know with boxing. Okay. All right, so who I got in there? I got my boy, young boy Mambo in there. I got Raphael 32. I got MD Mills in there. I got Luke Colazzo. Appreciate you. Shout out to my boy Luke Colazzo. Yeah, I got Harris Ron in there. I got the G-Man there. Shout out to the WBO and Paco. What are you talking about, G-Man? Mr. Perfect. Okay, so anyway, let's get to the main thing. Like I say, my title, what I say, Crawford takes first step to Undisputed and WA title bid. Yes, they I just seen on Instagram that they announced the fight. They announced the undercard, or were they putting up the fight. Tomorrow, I think it's going to be the big announcement for the fight tomorrow. I think we're flying to New York, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be a big press conference announcing the fight. Of course, we know that the Sheik, the Middle Eastern guys, they don't want putting up the fight. They don't want having the fight. And this is for the first time that they throwing the fight that this fight's going to be in the States, because usually, they be over there in the desert. And a lot of Americans can't travel. A lot of people can't travel over there to the desert, so it's not the same. I read an article on Boxing Scene talking about that. But this time it's gonna be a live event. It's gonna be real live. And I think, like I said, I seen the undercard, and I did kind of go over with Mill City, and understand for budget purposes, you try to do the best you can, and I think they did really good in that. Being that the co-main is Ryu and Pitbull Cruz. They bringing Ryu up from 35, even though he WA number one contender of 35. They bring him up, still giving him a shot. And I favor Pitbull in that fight, but I think it's a good fight. You got the return of Baby Miller again, coming off didn't do so well in his last fight, and trying to get himself back together hard, especially a big guy like that. But fighting Andy Ruiz, who hasn't fought, former unified heavyweight champion, who hasn't fought him and looking for a big fight and couldn't get no fights. So you got the LA's, guys returning. Then I seen you got Santa Cruz and you got Abner Mares going up. I think Abner Mares won his last fight. I'm not sure if Cruz has not fought since his defeat to Tank Davis. And so, I guess fighting an old foe, that know each other well, and to bring the guys out, bring the people out, to see a good scrap, Viva Mexico, you understand? So I think it's wonderful. Everybody on the card except for Bud and the other fella is Mexican, which is good. You're going to have in LA, because they like to show up and support. And they also like to bring good fights. Shout out to my Mexican brothers, they're going to bring the fight. They ain't no stinking in their game. So I think that'll be especially with Pitbull Cruz being on the high right now, Ryu being on the high with that knockout of the year win over Chris Colbert. Perfect. The co-main and the main, and I think like I say, you got some heavyweight action going in. You never know how that's gonna happen. You got two heavyweights. that one was a heavyweight champion and one was a a contender, and I think it's a good card, and like again, the money, sometimes you got to get the best for your budget. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to have a budget. You hear me? So shout out to the Sheik for bringing us on. If like I said, we going for the WBA championship. It was talked about and rumored about that we would try to fight Tim Tszyu for the WBO title. We a long reigning WBO champion, and have a pretty good relationship with Paco. And but for whatever reasons that they have signed up over there, the fighters that's holding the titles now, and the company that holds the fighters are obviously trying to sideswipe us some type of way. They're trying to jump over us, trying to go around us, trying to get through us some type of way, trying to keep us out, trying to lock the door on us. But, I said it before, whenever one door closed, another one open, and that happens to be the WBA. So, in the quest to be undisputed in the third weight class, in the quest to be a 4-division world champion, we get an opportunity at a guy 10-0, but again, definitely a decorated amateur, plenty of fights, all styles, top amateur, and again now he's a world champion. Fought for the world title, didn't get upgraded to champion, fought for his world title. So like I said, we getting a guy. I watched him, a dangerous guy, dangerous, super dangerous, not name worthy. Not name worthy because you don't know their names, but listen, man, dangerous, super dangerous, super dangerous fight. And all those guys is dangerous. Tszyu dangerous, Fedora's dangerous. I hadn't got to look at the other guy, the IBF guy, but dangerous, Charlo the Ring Magazine champion, accomplished type of guy, dangerous, like I say, you see Ryan get knocked out by Tank and he come back. You understand? He come back in a major way and beat the stew out of Devin Haney. So, like I said, you just never know. You know what I mean? So, Charlo, we can't count him out. And again, this guy that we fighting is an unknown guy in the States. But if you watch him, get a chance to watch him, you can see the troubles that he can cause. Short, long-armed, hard puncher, athletic. He's been liking the Triple G, but with more athleticism. So, I watched a couple of rounds of him, and like I say, it's to be the small things that don't stick out to you. Something that you got to really study. So I got a chance to watch him a little bit, and like I say, he's gonna be dangerous. They dangerous right now, especially when they coming for your head. When you got the top spot, you can't afford to slip and fall, make a mistake. And you got to be on your A game, and it's hard to do all the time, to stay on your A game. But, you can do it. It's doable, like I say, but it ain't easy. You got to bide your time. You got to have major discipline. That's the key, discipline. Doing it when you don't want to, but doing it when you have to. You understand, to overcome. So definitely looking for that, and like I said, they done steered us into a dangerous fight because, like I say, we know Fedora. We done watched him plenty of times. We didn't got a chance to watch Tszyu, but this guy only got 10 fights. Ain't nobody been watching him. So with limited film and, like I say, limited exposure, you got a hungry guy. He trying to come out the shadows too, and those guys, they come from countries where fighting is mandatory over a breadcrumb. They Soviets, they're strong-willed, they're iron-willed, they're tough. They get put through the ringer. You know what I mean? They're soldiers. So, I mean, this guy, like I say, we was fighting these guys over here, and these guys are spoon-fed. These guys are getting treated like royalty already before they did anything. And this guy that's being kept in the shadows and in the dark and not treated, with no fanfare, like I say, he wanted, he's hungry, for the country. He ain't doing it just for him, he doing it for the country, so it's gonna be a hell of a fight. But again, we going to the WBA because again, WBC and WBO, they tied up over there and they trying to kick us out. You see, they trying to do us with WBA. Did you see that? It's blatant. They tried to get us in the middle of W. How you gonna stop us? We a champion. How you gonna stop us if we a champion? That don't even make sense. I mean, he could have fought us. He didn't have to fight Canelo. He should have fought us. That's what he should have did. So I'm not fighting Canelo. I'm fighting Crawford. I know Crawford was getting ready for Spence. I know. I'm just saying. Still, even in, let's go. Forget it. Let's go. We can fight. We could have fought him next. Never know. They got the money. Never know. But like I say, Charlo, he doing his thing. But this guy, like I say, is a killer. Is a hard puncher. Awkward, long. You got sneaky arm. You see how he's short, but his arm is long. I mean, so it's another obstacle to face. And something else. Like I say, they put him with this guy again, who's been not been treated right. If I could say, if that's a metaphor. These guys on American television, they spoil. They get so many perks and things like that. And this guy, like I say, not a lot of fanfare, so definitely dangerous. But it's the way we got to go, and the kid want to be undisputed. They making a lot of fuss about his age, but the man still love to fight. That's the thing. Still love to fight. When you get to this big time money and you get to this big time prestige, like I say, you got people every day trying to hurt you, trying to take you, trying to skin you. Once was okay, now it's not okay. He say money ain't changed me, just changed the way people think about me. So and fame can do the same thing. So there's so many rumors and lies and untruths told about Bud Crawford till it ain't even funny. But again, when he got it for you, nobody can be against you. So we going up against WBA. Hopefully, the goal is to be undisputed champion. At 54, and after that, like I say, who knows though? You never know. I don't know what else the kid would have to prove or what he would want after that. But that'll be a hell of a hat to hang your head. Hell of a stand to hang your hat on. Like I say, undisputed 3 times, and I'm saying that because that's a lot of jewelry to carry. 4 Ring Magazine championships. I mean, you dream of one. Fighters can't even let alone get one. So to be in the racing or to even think about getting 4, I mean, it's crazy. With 3 now. So and you just gotta let God take you. So say if he get with you, nobody can be against you. That's the goal. Kid is in the gym. Like I say, love to fight. We got and the money too. I wouldn't discount the money. I wouldn't discount the money. Still trying to why not load up? You know what I'm saying? Load up. I don't know if they're gonna go to digital currency or whatever they're gonna do, but whatever it is, we're gonna turn it into that. We need that. Them babies getting older. You understand? We getting older. People still needing things. And, we still want things, build the mansion, the Chateau Crawford. That shit costs money. You understand? Money. And I'm a feeling, I know Bud too, because he copied a lot of stuff from me. I hate spending money. I ain't making no money. I hate it. I hate spending money. I ain't making no money, man. And I know that kid spends a lot of money. So like I said, on top, it's a double whammy, but I really think the most satisfying about it all is that the kid just really loved to fight. He really loved to fight. He loved to challenge himself. And that's where the love is at. It's not about necessarily about the money, and it's not about the championships. He loves to challenge himself. And like I say, this guy, he got the title, but who's holding the title? He ain't just no pushover guy. This guy's a strong guy. This guy's a Russian type guy. This guy's a fire plug of a guy, and he's an awkward guy. You can't get no real bead on him. You ain't got no real film to watch of him and things like that. So definitely got to watch it. Got to make sure our tools are sharp and can't get complacent. We coming off a big win, huge win, most gratifying and satisfying of our career. And, the biggest one took us over the top. And, like I say, when you go up, you understand, is how long can you stay? So, You know, and that ain't no easy task, you know, but I feel like Bud Crawford, who, you know, like I say, definitely want to win for sure at anything, you know what I'm saying? So we ain't gonna play around with this guy, you know. So y'all tune in. I think they got it August 2nd, 8/2/24. You understand? 8/2/24. Them all, you know, 2 times 24, 8. Yeah, I don't know what you call it, but they all mad up to 24 somehow. Okay. Matter of fact, what? 8 it's 2. 8 and 2. Okay. So yeah. Okay, aspects and all angles, Matt Beasy. Yes, sir. Jay Beasy, appreciate you. Everybody in the chat is Bernie the Boxer. I say, did you miss me? Yeah, man. Okay. So like I say, you know, that's the main thing going up. You know, everybody been want to know what the kids happening, but we didn't seen it now. You know what I'm saying? It didn't came out. Bud Crawford is the boogeyman for real. Everybody trying to dog Bud Crawford out still to this day. It ain't nothing that man can do to you know what I'm saying? To the powers that be, they want him out. But you can't keep a good dog down. You understand? So it is what it is, and the kid gonna put on the show. Again, it's gonna be an entertaining fight. This fight ain't. I'm not predicting this fight gonna be an easy fight for a number of reasons. You know, first of all, you know, we had a big fight, and that turned out to be somewhat of an easy fight in the fight, not the training camp, not the preparation, but the fight itself. It really wasn't hard. You know, the man was unscathed coming out, but you know, just on that alone, you know, just on that alone, you know, the awkwardness, you know, for a second, you know, but Crawford, he figures you out, just like Mayweather's. You know, you got to say that, one and the same. Just like Mayweather's, he figures you out, and then he go get you. You know what I mean? So if Crawford ain't sleep, it's over. If you don't put that man down for the count, it's over. It's over. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. Like I say, and I think I owe all that too. What I want to say this, y'all young fellas understand that the fella trains. He trains hard. He leaves no stone unturned. He never gets complacent. He never feels like he's like he can't be beat. You understand? So he trains like that. He works on different things. He studies the fighters. He studied his own fight. He studied the guys. He helps us. He gives us different things that he know can work on this guy or what he, you know. So doing your homework is important. And staying ready so you don't got to get ready is even more important. And Crawford does all those things. Okay. All right. So anyway, I ain't gonna be before you guys long. Appreciate everybody in the chat. And I'll get to a couple questions and we're gonna let it go. Pito Fresh Gabar from Brooklyn. Yeah, man. I'll be there tomorrow, man. I think we're gonna be there tomorrow, man. Somehow, some way. Malik Bauer says, salute. Appreciate you, family. Appreciate you. Truly, I do. Truly, I do. Like I say, I've been doing a lot of interviews with Mill City, and I did one with Greg Hackett. You know, I seen they got a lot of views, 18,000 views. Somebody, y'all need to do some liking, subscribing, and for sharing for Bernie the Boxer. Y'all tuning in to hear me. Come on now, all them folks out there, come on, do the like. Hey, listen, don't be a hater. Get me up there. You understand? I need all the same things. I'm not even getting paid, and I read your questions, and I don't even charge you. I read your comments and I don't even charge you. Everybody else charging everybody. I don't charge nothing. And my number's still soft, still slow. I don't get it. But anyway, we're going to keep going. That's the only way to keep going because I do this shit for fun. Appreciate everybody in chat. Thus, the people are important. Okay. Chadrick Hill says, what's up, Bernie? Tell Buddy keep whooping ass. That's the blueprint. That's the plan, man. Alan Faison, Faison. That's Faison says, Bernie the Boxer. It's me. It is me. Aspects and all angles. Say, let's go. We understand. We on our key Glock shit. Let's go. Tone low. Said, let's go, man. Appreciate you, man. Yes, sir. It's Bernie the Boxer. All right. There you go. There we go. It's just a guy. He said, I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy. That's it. Do a couple things for me. Do the like and do the subscribe and do the share. It's simple, easy. 1, 2, 3. You understand? Like, subscribe, share. Just like that. Shout out to DB3. Shout out to my boy Keon. What we do? We got the silver in what was that? It was an international competition, first international competition. We got the silver. DB3 stand up. You understand? We going for the gold. You understand? We got the Olympics coming up. This all trial and error type thing. That gold will be around our neck. Shout out to my boy Keon Davis. You better watch out for him. You understand? Juice man. Mike Fleming, what he say? What's good, Bernie? Appreciate you. Mark Nash, you said it, 3-time undisputed. Again, that's what we're going for. You understand? Don't matter who it was and how we got to get there. That's the goal. That's the goal. I said this, read this thing. That's what he said. You got to write it down. First, you got to figure it out. You got to write it down. You got to write all the things you need to be successful to do it, all that shit. And then when you figure out what, then you go get it, man. And that here it is. 36, that's young. That's young. Archie Morton get a shot to the title, so he was 38, man. Come on. Some folks don't make it till they get older. Like, y'all can't say age ain't nothing but a number. That's what she said. She said it. Y'all didn't believe. Age ain't nothing but a number. You know, George Foreman was 45. George Joe Walcott was 37. You know, shoot. Come on, man. Who else I got in modern day? Bernard Hopkins was 50. Doing push-ups in the corner. Mayweather's. Come on now. Like I'm saying, come on now. Pacquiao still going. Like I say, but we talking about the cream of the cream. You understand? Hey, so 36. Lightly used, should I say. Lightly used 36. You understand? You get a car with, what they say, you got 100,000 miles, but they highway miles. You understand? They ain't from stop to stop and place to place. They highway miles, you know? Yeah, man. So like I said, you know, that's what we on, man. You know, we on our highway miles, man. You know, just keep getting better. You know, like I say, we keep making them easier. What we on 10, 11 straight knockouts, you know, so we got that shit down to a science. You know, it ain't just about having the power. It's when to place it and how to place it. When and how to place it. You understand? When and how. Okay. Kevin Starks, what do you say? What's up, Bernie? Bud versus everybody. Ain't that what it is? Ain't that exactly what it is? Like I said, man, come on. Charlo, hey, I still don't think he should have got stripped of the titles. I think it was wrong. I think he deserved the titles. He worked hard for the titles, but they couldn't wait like vultures and go ahead and go get him, and they stripped him. But like I say, so that's on them. That's how the shit go. Nobody give a fuck. They did Bud like that. They took the title from him. He couldn't even make the fight with the guy. So you know the belts ain't worth fuck. They telling you the belts ain't worth for fuck. There you go again. Now listen, see. I don't want to get in that, but again, you know, I will read. He said, who the fuck told you motherfuckers y'all own this? Who said because y'all said it that this is now? Who would make that shit law? Everybody just went on in. You know, like boxing just came together. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't so organized at first. But like I say, all this shit come into, man, come on. Who's somebody else picking up to say that you somebody and they ain't worth nothing? You understand what I'm saying? You waiting on them to tell you to validate you when they trash. When their sales is trash. They don't even have no championship policy in them. They don't even carry their sales like champions. You understand? The fuck? It's like I say, so, you know, I mean, all of this shit is you never seen nothing like this. You know what I mean? And it's coming out to the forefront. Say, do belts matter? That's interpretation now. Because like I say, Barrera, he was world champion. He had no belt. He was the people's champion. Say, don't need no belt. Go look back. What was that fight with who he fight? Was it Prince Nassim? No. After that, he was the people's featherweight champion. They said recognized featherweight champion. They didn't say WBO. They ain't say WBC. They ain't say IBF. They ain't say WBA. They ain't say Ring Magazine. They said the recognized featherweight champion of the world. So I mean, so like I say, the WBA, the belts worth trash. They all trash. They shitty as hell. They got their own interests. They don't give a fuck about no fighter. No fucks about no fighter. And everything's just like in life is different. What may be good for you ain't good for them. What ain't good for this fella. Something ain't nothing the same. Life ain't fair. That's what they say. Life ain't fair. Okay, so let me say it like that then. They ain't fair. Let me say that. I could say they ain't worth nothing, but they do. They are. They the ruling class of boxing somewhat. A validation of somewhat accredited university type thing. You understand? So yeah, you need them. Because in your heart, you never feel like you was champ unless you get that thing strapped around your waist. Never feel like it. Maybe, let me say, maybe like I say, with Barrera, when he beat Prince, they was undefeated eyes, the two best featherweights. So we don't need no title. Whoever come out of this is the featherweight champion of the world. So maybe in that state, George Foreman was the lineal champion. Oh, Shannon Briggs was the lineal champion. Him and George Foreman, they fought, but George Foreman was WBA and IBF champ. I think they stripped him of one of the titles, and they might have stripped him of both of the titles. So he was the lineal champion, but Shannon Briggs beat him. So Shannon Briggs truly was the heavyweight champion, though they give him credit for only the WBO. But in truth, he was the real heavyweight champion of the world. He beat George Foreman. Nobody beat George Foreman for them titles. They took them titles from George Foreman. Was it for Axel Schultz or somebody? They stripped him for the IBF for Axel Schultz and WBA. I can't remember. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. So, like I say, and it could be in that case. You never know. In certain cases, different strokes for different folks. Okay, what'd he say? Edgar Camacho says, "What's good, Bernie? Hope all is well. Appreciate you." It's Camacho. PD Russell says, "Salute, Bernie. Appreciate you, family." What'd he say? Nate Johnson. What Nate Johnson talking about? Turkey said he wants that Bud versus Boots fight. I think Boots should fight the German who got the IBF at 54. That's a great plan, but they still ain't talking about no Boots fight. And like I said, I think it's a tremendous fight. That'll be a great move. Ooh, and he with the IBF. Now you said something, Nate. That's some good move right there. And if you're really trying to do it, that's even more now that you said it. That's a great move. A great move. A great move. Actually, the best move. That's what they need to be doing. Fuck, I don't know if that fella got a fight or not. They putting that money on Boots? Yeah. Everybody investing in them? Yeah. You enforce that title. Go on and up, because I'm trying to get Bud Crawford. Because that's where everybody want to see, right? Everybody want to see it. And they making it seem like Boots want to see it. So if Boots want to do it, there we go. We already got the fight with old boy said scheduled August 2nd. See what old boy doing. I don't know when this fight is, but Eddie Hearns, everybody get together. Get it together. That's the perfect collision. Okay. Appreciate you, Nate Johnson. That was spectacular commentary by you and a wonderful thought. Hobo 575 says, "What's good, Bernie?" in the chat. You understand? We here. They're Bernie the boxers. Crazy folks will always talk crazy. Sure they will. Sure they will. Yeah, man. Like I should have heard talking about Ryan Garcia talking to he the fighter of boxing. Get out of here, the face of boxing. You better knock it off. Boy, I know he did come out on top, but I still don't favor him over none of the other ones. I still them was the two worst ones. Devin, they looked at him and Ryan Devin just a little bit over Ryan. Just a little. What do you say? Nate Johnson, Midroff ain't no joke though. Really good counter puncher and use ring well. Exactly. Dangerous. So we got to be in tip-top shape and we got to be on all our P's and Q's. We can't. Crawford can't afford to mess up. Everybody else get a chance to mess up. We can't afford to do that. Ryan get knocked out, he get another shot. We can't afford that. Everybody else, they get another shot. We can't afford that. We can't afford that. So, we got to be on our best, which how you come anyway. you know, and it's our job to understand that. You know what I mean? It's our job to understand that. And I'm watching the kid close. PD Russell says it's been upsets this year, but it won't be no upset August 3rd. That's for sure. But dude, Bud is fighting is the truth, but won't be no upsets with Bud, an all-time great. It's the Crawford era, never Haney era. I agree. Boy, they was talking way too much in that build-up, talking about you want to die and you want them to kill, and I'm like, God damn, what for what? Like I said, I don't got no what problem we got with folks. Now, no real problem. This shit ain't personal. This shit ain't personal. This shit is not personal, man. This is business, man. This is business, man. This is business. But like I say, you know, we got to be prepared. Got to be prepared. Never overlooking nobody, man. God, Nate Johnson, what he say? Ryan with a better jab and strategy can be more dangerous. I think he just, like I say, I think he just a natural fight. He just is a fighter. I don't know if he never used his jab to it. His hook, everybody know that's his hook. And he went to it. He hooked off his jab, and that got him. The jab got him near the landing hook. I mean, I can't take away from him. I'm happy for him. You know, I'm happy. I'm happy for him. He just, I just wish he had calmed down with the nonsense. You know, had he been, maybe he got, I don't know. Like I'm saying, but he'd get like more. He'd be better off acting civilized than uncivilized. Let me say that. Just keep winning. Lenny Wallace said, "What's up, Bernie? Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Lenny." Spence said he's gonna skip the line, but Bud don't need it since it's his time. Yeah. You know, like I say, hopefully we come out on the end of the. You know what I'm saying? It's a public knowledge. It's a general. It's everybody knows it. It's not no. There's no secret in this. You know what I'm saying? They tried to stop him with the WBA. They don't want him to have the WO, WBC. They don't want him to fight the guys. So we hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we gonna get him. It's crazy. It's crazy, and it's out in the open. And we've been telling y'all this the whole time. They still keep putting this propaganda on the kid. It's crazy. Prito Frescobar says it. Andy Reese versus Jarrell Miller. Yeah, I like Andy Reese. Andy Reese, you know, like I say, not the most, like I say, he don't look good, you know, big belly, you know, don't look like no fighter, but fast hands nevertheless, and he can box. You know, he got some fast hands, and he, you know, he been around that ring, he won some stuff. You know, he was, excuse me, I'm a little tired. Oh God, I won't be too long. He had won the championship, beat AJ for the championship. You know, lost championship, fought for the title against Parker. You know, so he been around, was a top amateur. You know, this guy ain't no slouch. He just don't look the part. And sometimes it ain't about looking the part, you know. So, you know, like I say, LA, you know, Ruiz ain't fought in a while, and it'd be good to have him back. I kind of forgot about him for real, because they ain't even bringing him up no more. They didn't have Parker and Zhang. They didn't have Zhang and Joyce. They got Deontay Wilder fighting one of these guys now. They had these guys. They ain't put Ruiz nowhere in there. I don't know why, but they ain't put him in there. So can't wait to see the fight. You know, you got the undercard. You got Pitbull Cruz versus Ryan Garcia. I mean versus Rayo. You know, moving up from 35, coming off that spectacular fight of that knockout of the year win over Chris Colbert. You got Pitbull Cruz coming off that sensational knockout of Rolly Romero to win his first world championship. You know, two Mexicans coming to bang everybody. They all coming to fight. Everybody knows that. You got Mares. You know, you got two OG veterans from there, former bantamweight champions, former featherweight champions, former junior featherweight champions. They're gonna fight. They're gonna renew their rivalry. Which, like, I would not that. You know, I think that's a good opener. You know, I don't think Santa Cruz ain't fought since he been stopped by Tank, and you know, I think it's safe to say that Mares is, you know, past this to where, you know, it could be a good little scrap. You know, wake the fans up a little bit. You know, get them started. So I'm not mad at that appetizer. You know, and again, the budget. You know what I mean? These guys right now, everybody is in it for the bag. and probably want an arm and a leg. So you gotta do what your money can afford or what you're willing to pay. Let me say, what's that? What you're willing to pay for. Okay. Mike Fleming says, Bud and 7. Zach says, what's up, Bernie? Appreciate you. Lenny Wallace, what do he say? Oh, yeah, for sure. Boxer trying to do Bud dirty kind of reminds me of how they try to freeze Hagler out. Show. And it's all in your face, though. This shit ain't even hidden. School of Skills says, what's up, Bernie, in the chat. Nate Johnson, it says, winner of Bud and Meadroff. Got to see Jamil Charlo at 154. Best division in boxing besides 140. It's up to them. Because Bud Crawford don't duck, no fade. That's true story. But again, Charlo is the man. He's the champion. There's no doubt about that. He's the champion. He's the champion. He's the Ring Magazine champion. He moved up through 2 weight classes and fought out of his weight class. He's the champion. But again, in no way, shape, or form does that take away from us because we're going to fight for the vacant championship. The way they did it is not the way we would want to do it, but we're going to do it like that. You understand? We're going to fight for the title. And, we definitely here willing, if he wants his championship back, we definitely be here. He got something that we want in the Ring Magazine. And, shit, why not? At this point, everything is off. Nobody give a, all rules is gone. So we'll take him. He got something we want. We'll take him. He don't got to have no fight to get back and feel good. If he get his ass in there, we gonna whoop his ass. We got job to do. Okay? We got job to do. Whoever get in there, we fucking them up. That's it. Whoever get in there, we fucking them up. It ain't our fault. You understand? And if you got a problem about it, do something about it. Yeah. He got a problem. Anybody got a problem about it? Come see us. Yeah. We kicking the dough in with the WBA. Huh? We kicking the dough in with WBA. It's a biblical story. This fella, hell of a fighter, but listen, ain't in for him. It's for us. That's what it is. 3-time undisputed, baby. Let's go, Crawford. Let's go, Bud. School Skills says, man, I was hoping to get Clarissa Shields on that undercard. Would have been nice. I ain't seen no. Did they have good women? That would have been beautiful. That'd have been beautiful. That'd have been beautiful. That'd have do a little spice in it too. Bring the women out. You know what I'm saying? Bring the women out. I'm still pushing for a put Clarissa Shields on the card. But again, like I say, they did the Haney and the Ryan Garcia fight on the East Coast when they really West Coast guys. So they putting West Coast guys on the West Coast card, and I think that make a lot of sense. Like I say, if you wanted to switch out somebody, it would be probably maybe Miller and Andy Ruiz, or Mares versus Santa Cruz. We seen Santa Cruz and Mares fight, and like I say, I'm not really was a fan of the fight. I don't think it was that entertaining of a fight. It was a close fight. Off the fights were close. With the heavyweight fight, somebody can get knocked out, and so I would swap that fight out if he was gonna have Clarissa Shields, but stick with LA. You can't go wrong with LA. Okay. What'd he say? Bernie, we need Clarissa Shields on that card. It's going to be record breaking. Like I said, it could be. Like I said, Crawford the hottest ticket in town, and ain't fought in a while, and you know what I'm saying. And moving up for the 54-pound title, everybody want to see what he can do, or see how the saga continues. So I wouldn't say that it'd be bad. I wouldn't say that it'd be bad. I lost my damn train of thought. That's what I was talking about. What do you say? Okay, I ain't gonna hold y'all long. Appreciate everybody. PD Russell says, and we still want Nello. Tell the Turk we still want Canelo. Bruno J says, my dude, hit the like button. Town business. That's what he said. He says, Air Bud becomes undisputed in 3 weight classes. He definitely in the GOAT discussion, point blank, period. Yeah, and this is the Terrence Crawford area. If I said anything else, I won't say. Definitely got his own era. We was going over it again. Everybody want to be like Bud Crawford. If you want to be like anybody, he's the most go-to guy. You want to be like a Bud Crawford. So definitely his era, and hopefully, if it's God's will, we become undisputed in 3 times, in 3 divisions, and like I say, be a staple in the sport, for years to come. And like I say, a positive role model in the sport at the same time, in and out of the ring, in and out of the ring, in so many different facets. They gave Sugar Ray Robinson a Father of the Year award, but it was just for fluff, Bud really is a Father of the Year type of athlete, fella. So, I mean, all these things that make up a legend, that make up a great, that make up somebody special, Bud Crawford holds those. And so, like I say, Lord willing, I think he'll be a great ambassador as the very few fighters who won division championships in four weight classes. And also, I think he'll be a great ambassador, for being a trendsetter, a record breaker, for being an undisputed champion in 3 different divisions. Like I say, you can't go wrong with Bud Crawford at this point. Crawford. Okay. All right. I'm going to get 2 more questions. I'm going to get out of here, man. We have 51 minutes. Appreciate everybody getting in the chat. You know who it is. You know what it is. It's yours truly. It's Bernie the Boxer. He said, David Jackson says, how the fuck did TikToker beat the brakes off an undisputed top 10? Ryan got some skills, man. He got some speed. He got some power. And he was a top amateur, so he been around fighting. He been fighting, Listen, when you got 2 guys training for each other every day, you training for somebody, all you doing is thinking about this guy, and you practicing. Man, I'm telling you, that's what it takes. And some guts, some nuts and some guts, and you can do it. Listen, the fella, who was it? Was in the prison, right? The fella that won in the prison for the title, for at least the number 1 contender or something crazy. 154, y'all got Bernie. I graduate next month. I'm going to start coming there for the spar. Oh man, shit, we had somebody ready for you. We definitely had somebody ready for you. Definitely. Come on in. We'll let her have you. All guests are welcome. David Jackson said Bud versus Boots is the biggest fight. I think it's a big fight. I won't say it's the biggest fight, but I think it's a big fight. Joseph Bailey says, salute Bernie in the chat. Just a guy says, hit the like button. School Skills says, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button. Do it. The Godfather said it. Do it. Town Biz says, if Bud becomes a 3 division, okay, say good. Okay, I got that one. Okay, Bruno J says, we got to hook up when y'all get to LA. Show you right. That's my second home, LA, man. Sightel, I'm coming, man. That's your birthday, man. We got to bring you out. School Skills talking about we have a verbal agreement. I don't know what that means. Now, do y'all agree that Devin need a rematch? I believe the rematch should do well. I think a rematch should do well. What y'all think? I think it deserves it. Isaiah, yeah. Professor, PhD even. PhD with it. Through God's grace. Only through God's grace. Salute, Bernie. Appreciate you, family. School of Skills. What do you say, Bernie? Can you put a word in for Clarissa Shields? That's my girl. I love her. I don't know. I scribed months ago. God bless. Yes, sir. Okay. June said, what you think about the Ryan Garcia Devin fight? Hell of a fight, entertaining. I want to see it again. You can't never count all your eggs. Never know what's gonna happen in the fight. Fighters have changed. Fights have changed. Never know. Like I say, keep us watching. Peter Freshman says Devin need more pop in his punches if he think about moving up. I don't think he need to move. I think 40 is a perfect form, and I just think he needs to stay. He just needs to stay within himself. The discipline. I thought he had that. I did. I thought if he'd have just stayed behind that jab would have broke him up, kept him at bay, kept him thinking about something. Never know. You know what I mean? Fainting him some. You know, he didn't have no rhythm up top. He was just standing in front of Ryan. He never didn't have no rhythm. He didn't have no game plan. He didn't have no pizzazz, no step in, step out. He was really the one-trick pony for real. Devin was really the one-trick pony for real, and nobody seen it coming because he looked so good against Prograis. You know, and then he stayed in there with Lomachenko, even though a lot of people thought he lost. But he quickly made up for that when he jumped on Regis Prograis. So, like I say, what have you done for me lately? He looked spectacular against Prograis. So everybody believed, you know, hook, line, and sinker. That's how you get them. Okay. Big SARS 31 says, Bernie, if you were in Devin's corner, what advice would you have given him for the Ryan Garcia fight? I would tell him definitely stay on your jab. Keep touching him with the jab. Touch him on his shoulder. You know, jab his jab him, jab his chest, jab his shoulder. Just keep jabbing him. You know, break him and take him. Bring him back forth. You know, go to him sometime. Go away from him. Like I say, his pops was telling him to roll the left hook. He wasn't paying attention to the left hook. You know, I mean, that's what I would tell him. Same thing as pops was telling him, but definitely work that jab. You know, I know they say it's a cliche, but it works so well. You know, once you start using that jab on a guy, he really don't, you know you're going to throw the jab. He know the jab come, but he can't time the jab. And if you throw it in a way that where they can't counter the jab or time the jab, you know, it just keep the guy in knots, you know. But it's a concentration thing. That's why a lot of fighters, I believe in my mind, they dispose of the jab because it's easier just to throw a right hand or a hook or, you know, to throw a 1-2 besides just using your jab. So I think the concentration point is with the jab, but that's what I would tell him. Use your jab, make the fight boring, make him get out of his element, and then take advantage of him like Tank did. What'd he say? Hold on, what'd he say? He said, Bernie, tell him to put that bread up in his versus Crawford, December or January. Could be. He said, what's the toughest style for Bud to face in your opinion? I think it's this guy, for real. I think it's this guy. I think it's this guy that we fighting, you know. Like I say, you know, he know how to get low. You know, he's a counter puncher. You know, he's got long arms, you know, so, you know, we got to be definitely sharp, you know, never know, you know, you might think you pulled out far enough, but, you know, you might not and get caught with something. So I think this guy, you know, like I say, is a shorter guy. You know, it's going to be kind of harder for us to get to the body. But, you know, Bud, like I say, you can figure any of them out. And when he do it becomes easy. So, you know, that's it. You know, again, you know, Bud Crawford is a really he's a great fighter. He's you know, he's everything that I say he is, but he's a human being at the same time. So, you know, anything can happen in that ring, and we just got to stay sharp and be prepared. You know, I believe in him in that way. I know he likes to he leaves no stone unturned, getting ready, you know, and he got a mind on him with the boxing. So, like I say, to beat him, you're gonna have to hit him with a lightning bolt. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to shoot him dead. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to have something else other than that. If the man's still breathing and can throw a punch, you know, you're dead to rights. You know, I mean, this kid gets meaner and meaner. He gets sharper and tougher. He tightens up. It's murder in there. Like I'm saying, I'm just trying to, you know, you can't never say never. You know what I mean? But you in there with Crawford, I mean, give you the kitchen sink, boy. Give you the kitchen sink. Bernie, if you were in Devin's corner around, would you? Okay, I just answered that one. Same thing question. Appreciate you again. That was a great question. Jamel Davis says, Bernie, Bud gonna have all the belts when he's done. Oh God. Yes, sir. Speaking into existence. School of Skills says, I'm blaming Bill for that loss. Ryan can't make weight. Cancel the event. 3.2 pounds is a lot. Mm, like I say, but Devin gains a lot of weight too. Um, and it was a lot put into that. I'm sure Devin trained his ass off for that fight. It was a lot going on in that fight. He had every right to, for real. He had every right to do that, and Ryan Garcia would have been messed up. It would have fucked him up for real. So he really deserved a rematch. He really deserved a rematch because again, like Zoo did, you said that as true story. Because if he would have just backed out, and said, "Nah, he didn't make the contract weight. I'm not fighting." The show would have blew up, and Ryan Garcia's reputation would have been threw down. You know what I mean? He'd have been on a lot of money. So, shout out to Devin Haney for pushing through. But I think he thought that he could win. You know what I mean? They had history. I think he was really believing in himself. He was fighting some of the best fighters, and he was winning and staying with him. And so I think he believed in himself. It just didn't go his way. Just didn't go his way. And again, to give some, you got to give. To get some, you got to give some. And that's what he did. He was daring to do all those things. To accept the fight on the East Coast, to fight this guy who didn't seem like he deserved to be in the ring with him. All those different factors. So, I wouldn't say, like I say, they believed in themselves and they came up short. It is what it is. Sometimes. Okay, Lenny Wild says, as soon as Bud make noise at 154, Spence and Charlo came all like insects and got bug bombed. Smells like shady bud bomb. Yeah, exactly. You said it. Soon as Bud, exactly. Okay. Ooh, y'all got some good comments here, man. I love the comments, man. I love the comments. He said 1.5. 1.5 is still a lot. I don't know what you're talking about. 1.5 is still a lot. 1.5 is still a lot. Chadwick Hill says, I won't get Anton Russell to move up and fight Boots. He gave him hell and everything. Maybe because of that, but I'm not sold on Gary Anton Russell for real. And I think Boots would be better at 54. I think he'd be just as good at 54. And I think it's more people that are more willing to fight him at 54. I think he'll have a better shot at getting some of those fights at 54 because 47 pound it's not popping right now. It's kind of dead for real. Oh, good stuff. School of Skill said they should have pressed Ryan or we cancel the event. Devin made weight. They ain't even forcing. You right. They ain't even forcing. See, Bill, if it was with Bo would have made him go lose it. Bo would have told him, yes, go lose that shit. Go lose it. If you don't, we ain't fighting. True story. That was great. That was great. Now when you saying that, that's exactly how a guy should have took care of it. Even if they didn't give a fuck, still make him. We sweated our ass off. We've been working our ass off to make it. Nigga, you gonna make it. Nigga, you gonna struggle. Nigga, yeah. But they didn't. So Bill dropped the ball on that. Probably being in too much arrogance. You know what I'm saying? Too much arrogance. And it bit him in the ass. But again, Devin showed a lot of heart. He showed a lot of grit, for whatever it was. He hanging on for dear life. He didn't want to get stopped. He didn't want to quit. And, so that got to be respected, And so hopefully they get the rematch, Hopefully they get a rematch to see if Ryan can whoop him worse or if Devin can get his get back. Okay. So listen, I ain't going to hold y'all no more. I appreciate everybody in the chat, man. I had 160. It was amazing. Appreciate everybody. I got change of address in there. I got Aaron R in there. I got Falcon 784. I got Zay over there. I got Third Eye Explosion. I got who else I got in there? I got so many. Again, School of Skills, Tone Win, Peter Fresh Gabar, Wayne the Travel Guy. Appreciate you. You understand? Like I say, I couldn't say it better. But again, we flying out to New York. We be there tomorrow. They already got it all over the internet. We're gonna fight Mesrov for the WBA championship. So, I wanted to come on here and definitely keep the show going. I've been doing a lot of interviews with other people. Didn't want to oversaturate you guys, but again, you know who it is. You know what it is. It's yours truly. And until next time, baby, I said I'm gone. I said I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm gone.